Subscribe now for more WWE updates, breaking news, exclusive backstage info, and the latest rumors from Raw, SmackDown, and WWE Premium Live events. Don't miss a single suplex, surprise return, or title change. WWE fans witnessed absolute chaos on the latest electrifying episode of Monday Night Raw, as a high-stakes tag team match between the reigning World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso and crowd favorite Sami Zayn taking on the monstrous duo of Bron Breakker and Bronson spiraled. Completely out of control in a match that was supposed to showcase athleticism, championship momentum, and tag team unity, but instead devolved into a nightmarish storm of mayhem, destruction, and unexpected alliances that left fans on the edge of their seats and sent shockwaves across the entire WWE universe, with commentary teams stunned, security scrambling, and social media erupting in real time. Catch every jaw-dropping moment of WWE action streaming now on Netflix, Peacock, USA Network, CW Network, and more. The match was scheduled as a blockbuster main event after weeks of escalating tension, with Jey Uso still riding high off his monumental title win and a string of successful defenses that solidified his solo legacy post-Bloodline. While Sami Zayn, fresh off a gritty performance at Clash at the Castle, was determined to make a statement with the champ by his side. Meanwhile, Bron Breakker and Bronson, two of the most physically dominant and psychologically intimidating forces in WWE today, had each made clear through backstage attacks, social media barbs, and ruthless in-ring dominance that they were gunning for the top, and this tag match was seen as a battleground for momentum, gold, and grudges that had been simmering for weeks. But no one expected the war zone it turned into. From the opening bell, the crowd inside the packed arena was red hot, chanting UCY for Jey Uso and roaring for Sami's signature entrance, but the atmosphere turned tense the moment Bronson marched down the ramp, his sheer size casting a shadow over the ring, followed by Bron Breakker, whose explosive energy and cold intensity created an ominous sense of violence ready to erupt at any second. The bell rang, and immediately Jey and Breakker locked horns in a fast-paced exchange that showcased Jey's agility against Breakker's brute strength, a sequence that had fans gasping as Breakker countered a super kick into a military press slam that rattled the ring. Sami Zayn soon tagged in and tried to outmaneuver Bronson, darting through the ropes and delivering sharp elbow strikes, but Reed absorbed the blows like a tank before launching Sami into the turnbuckle with a thunderous corner splash. The match remained competitive for the first 5 minutes, with near falls keeping the commentary team of Michael Cole and Corey Graves in a frenzy. But the turning point came when Jey Uso landed a perfectly timed Uso splash on Breakker and went for the pin, only for Reed to illegally enter the ring and break it up with a crushing senton that sent Jey clutching his ribs in agony, setting the tone for the chaos that would follow. The referee struggled to regain control, and things unraveled quickly when Bron Breakker, ignoring the official's warnings, slid outside the ring, yanked Sami Zayn off the apron mid-tag attempt, and hurled him into the steel steps with such force that the top step detached, creating audible gasps from the live audience. As medics came down to check on Sami, Breakker and Reed double-teamed Jey Uso in the ring in full view of the referee, who eventually threw the match out due to lack of order, but the bell didn't stop the carnage. What followed was 5 straight minutes of unfiltered destruction. Reed delivered a tsunami to Jey Uso on the announce table, shattering it completely, while Breakker speared Sami Zayn out of midair as he attempted a diving crossbody, leaving both babyfaces laid out cold. The WWE Universe thought the segment was over, but then the lights flickered and the arena went black. For a brief moment, confusion reigned, until the unmistakable sound of Drew McIntyre's entrance hit, and the Scottish Warrior stormed to the ring, wielding a steel chair and a furious expression that signaled he wasn't here to save anyone, but to make a statement of his own. Without warning, he cracked the chair across Bron Breakker's back, leveling him and knocking him out of the ring before turning his attention to Bronson, who had just gotten to his feet. Reed and McIntyre exchanged brutal blows as the crowd erupted, eventually spilling into the timekeeper's area where McIntyre speared Reed through the barricade in a spot that will surely be replayed for weeks. As chaos continued to reign, officials, producers, and security swarmed the ring, separating all 4 men, but not before Jey Uso somehow crawled to his feet, grabbed a mic, and with blood trickling from his lip, screamed into the camera, "Bron! Bronson, y'all want smoke? I got plenty. Next week we run it back. Tables, ladders, chairs, UCE in the house." The WWE Universe went nuclear, and just like that, what began as a standard tag team match has now set the stage for an all-out war, possibly at the next Premium Live event or Monday Night Raw main event. Officials backstage are said to be reviewing the footage and considering severe repercussions, including possible fines and match stipulation changes. Meanwhile, reactions across the locker room have been fierce, with Seth Rollins posting a cryptic "Told y'all this new era ain't safe" on X and Cody Rhodes commenting on Instagram, "Jey's not just surviving, he's taking over." Meanwhile, insiders are speculating this could be a test run for a bigger storyline, potentially involving the return of factions or a new power struggle now that Roman Reigns' influence has waned, and with Jey Uso becoming a solo main eventer. In his own right, tensions between rising stars like Breakker and Reed may represent a generational clash that WWE is building toward a massive SummerSlam showdown. But what's undeniable is this: WWE Raw is no longer a show. It's a battlefield. And as the cameras faded to black and Netflix and Peacock subscribers began flooding forums and Twitter with reactions ranging from Match of the Year vibes to "This is the new attitude" era, one thing became crystal clear: WWE is fully leaning into unpredictability, and with Jey Uso carrying the World Heavyweight Championship and making weekly statements with his fists, the future is both exciting and unstable. Don't miss a second of it. Whether you're watching on the CW Network, Peacock, Netflix, USA Network, or catching highlights on WWE's YouTube, this storyline is red hot and far from over. Subscribe now for more WWE updates, exclusive match previews, post-show analysis, superstar interviews, and insider rumors only here. This is the new WWE, and it's chaos in the best way possible.